We got a shuttle at 6 a.m. Got all packed up from the hotel and got dropped back off at Woody Gap. We are hiking in the fog. We decided to stick together at least until it gets daylight and the fog's not as thick. The plan is to make it to Neal Gap, get our resupply boxes and buy some stuff at the store. And we have to get there by 5 before they close, and then hike another mile to a campsite a little bit past Neal Gap. Oh wow, look at that view! Gorgeous! Woohoo! No rain, no pain, no Maine! Today has been rough. It's been the hardest day so far. The 5th day, I think probably because we took a break yesterday and hung out in Dahlonega pretty much all day. You know, we only hiked the 3.6 miles. My feet are hurting really bad. It's not my blisters, they're just really achy. Earlier this morning, both of my big toes were numb, and so I ended up switching my socks because I think the socks that I was wearing were too big, and so that did help a little bit, but they're still hurting really bad. So whenever I get to mountain crossings, which is at Neal Gap, I'm gonna see if they have a pair of socks that are real similar to the ones that I'm wearing now, and also maybe ask them to look at my shoes and see if they think that they're a good fit, or if I should buy some different shoes. I wasn't a huge fan of trail runners, but I've only ever tried them on at the store. I've never actually used them on the trail, so I might buy some of those if I can find some comfortable ones, just because they're a lot lighter. Yeah, I've got to do something about my feet. They just hurt so bad. Before I got on the trail, I would watch a ton of YouTube videos and watch people's journeys, and some of them would say like, man, I didn't know it would rain so much, or I didn't know about this or that, and they were like really simple things, and I would think, did you do any research at all? And then I thought, I'm kind of interested to see what it is that I don't know that's like a super common thing that I just hadn't thought about or hadn't stumbled upon. And I think that the toughness of Blood Mountain is one of those things, because I didn't even know, I don't remember people complaining about it, but as I'm out here, I've heard a lot of hikers, before we got to the Blood Mountain. Also, Blood Mountain is right before mountain crossings at Neal Gap, but a lot of people were worried about it, and they're like, man, we have to go up Blood Mountain today. And I'm thinking okay, it's just another mountain, we're gonna go up a lot of those, you know? But wow, this one's tough. So to keep myself from crying, I just turned on a little Chris Stapleton, and I'm gonna let him do it for me.
Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I cry when I can't do nothing else.
To the top. At mountain crossings, I'm getting rid of my sunglasses, my deck of cards, my face wash, and possibly my little alarm keychain. That's all I can think of right now, but maybe I can think of some more. Oh, and I'm sawing off half of my toothbrush. I think for my next goal, I'm gonna learn how to play the guitar. I can sit and learn. Made it to the top. And there is the Blood Mountain shelter over there.
Is it filming now? Okay. Yay!
There's a building down there, and I'm assuming it's that one. Mountain Crossings. I am excited to get here. Blood Mountain was rough. Oh my gosh. Even coming down, it was rough. It was like a rock scramble. My knees, they're not on fire, but I feel like they're getting there. But anyway, I always get excited to see people get to Neil Gap and Mountain Crossings, and so I'm just excited to get there. It's like for me it's like a landmark, so, or a goal or something. So there is a tree up there, and you'll see that there are hundreds of pairs of shoes hanging from it. It's a tradition that people will toss their shoes up there. They'll toss their shoes up there if they decide to quit the Appalachian Trail, if they decide that it wasn't for them. Hold on, I'll get back to you. Okay. So people will toss their shoes up there if they decide to quit the Appalachian Trail, or if they have bought the wrong size of shoes and they buy a new pair. So Mountain Crossings is an outfitter where you can resupply on, buy different gear, basically whatever you need. If you know, it's an outfitter. But see all these shoes? And then this is, from what I No, this is the only building that the Appalachian Trail runs straight through. There's a white blaze, and it literally runs through the buildings. Alright, well, I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. I'm gonna pick up my resupply box. Hopefully they have a pair of socks that I can buy, and wait for the rest of my group. So this is what's called a hiker box. People will place stuff in here that they don't want anymore, and it's, you know, free to any hikers who want to take something. A lot of times it'll be good. Like, you'll see a lot of these, which are like partially used fuel canisters, because people will buy new ones in a store and they don't want to carry both of them, obviously. So that's what that is. They usually have them at different outfitters and hiker-friendly hostels and hotels. I decided to go with the tradition and get pizza from Mountain Crossings for dinner. Alright, well today, or it is the end of day 5. Today was a very rough day for me. Blood Mountain kicked my butt and my feet were hurting. My big toes turned numb. My blisters didn't hurt, but overall my feet were just hurting a lot. We made it 11 miles. Positive note, we made it to Mountain Crossings, which was like my first exciting place to get to. We are camping behind Mountain Crossings in Neal Gap, and tomorrow I think I'm going to go back to Mountain Crossings and have them do a shakedown to see if they have any tips on how to make my bag lighter. I've been contemplating getting rid of my bear canister and getting a bear bag because that'll save me 2 pounds, but I don't know if I'm ready to part with that yet. Tomorrow might be a short day, I'm not sure, but yeah, still glad to be out here. Alright, see ya.